Welcome to your UpKeep EHS training session. Today we'll walk you through how to use the EHS system to report, manage, and follow up on safety incidents, whether you're in the field or at a desk. Today we'll walk through a high-level overview of UpKeep EHS features, and then we'll dive in and do a walkthrough of navigating through the EHS application. And lastly, we'll wrap up talking about the resources that will support your team moving forward. Let's dive into a high-level overview of the EHS application and the benefits it will bring your team. First and foremost, it will enable your team to report safety events while out on the floor or out in the field. No login required, no app needs to be downloaded. You'll have voice-powered CAPA workflow with AI-assisted root cause analysis, and your admins will have real-time visibility and alerts for safety incidents. There's a seamless integration with the UpKeep CMMS application for your work order creation as a result of these incidents. We'll review your access points. Your access points are the areas at your facility which you can strategically place your QR codes to enable your team to scan and submit their incident reports. No login or app is required, and they're mobile-friendly forms that are going to be accessible to all of your employees. Your team will have voice recording capabilities, so they'll be able to describe the incident in their natural language, and AI will assist with inputting the information and structuring it into the incident report and completing it on their behalf. It's supported in multiple languages. Here's an example of a safety event reporting template that you can share with your team to give them guidance on best practices for describing the incidents that took place. The pro tip is the more details, the better. If you'd like this as a one-pager to share with your team, either passing it out as a hard copy or emailing it to the team, let our support team know and we'll be happy to send one over. We'll walk through your safety events dashboard. This dashboard gives your team, your admins, a centralized view into all of the safety events currently taking place at the facility. They'll be able to view the statuses, color-coded indicators, and take a quick visual assessment of everything that's happening at the facility. And with the advanced filtering, they'll be able to filter the incidents to prioritize in the way that works best for them. Your voice to CAPA workflow is going to enable your team to describe exactly what happened, what action took place, and no typing will be required. It will automatically build a structured root cause analysis based off the description you provide and provide identification and underlying causes of how the incident occurred. We'll also put together a structured corrective action plan that can be directly integrated into your UpKeep CMMS by creating a work order. This will enable your team to set up a preventative maintenance plan. Now let's actually dive into the application. What you see here is your EHS dashboard. First, starting with your access points. Again, these are the areas of your facility where you can paste your QR codes to enable your team to scan and submit their incident reports. Let's walk through what this looks together. So we have the ability to create access points by selecting create access point. And this is where you can enter the name of your access point. They will be directly assigned to locations in your UpKeep CMMS. So for example, we'll type north side entrance, and I'm going to assign it to a specific location. You'll see here that by adding this access point, I can generate my QR code and download it directly so I can print it out and add it to the north side entrance. You'll also see that per access point, you have the ability to deactivate or delete at any time. And you can also view your QR code to download again at any time. Now I'm going to showcase what it looks like for your mobile users when they scan this QR code and the incident report. So I'm going to show you my mobile device on the next screen here. We'll go ahead and click on the camera icon to scan our QR code and be presented with our incident report to complete together. So I can go ahead and select tap to record and describe the incident that took place. While walking near the loading dock, an employee slipped on a wet floor caused by a pipe leak. The employee fell and struck their elbow on a metal pallet, resulting in a deep laceration. We had to take them to the emergency room. So we can see here that it's analyzing my audio walkthrough, my voice input. I have the ability to add additional photos or videos if I would like. I'm going to put my information as the person who submitted the report, going to include my email in case any follow-up needs to take place. And we can see all the details that were automatically filled out based off of the description that I shared. So I do have the ability to edit any of my details. We can see that the location was automatically assigned based off of the QR code that I scanned. If this was specific to an asset, I could go ahead and select from my list of assets in my UpKeep CMMS as well. And I can see all of the details that have been added. So we can see the immediate actions that were taking place that were filled out. Let's say I wanted to change the severity level. I can go ahead and edit that here. And then I can go ahead and submit my report. So now we can see that I've successfully submitted my report. Let's take a look at what it looks like from the admin's perspective and walk through how we can go ahead and create some CAPAs. So if I go to my safety events, we can see that this report was submitted in real time. So looking at the dashboard, I could see some of the key details such as the type, the status, the severity, the location, and I have the ability to take some action. Let's go ahead and view these details. So we can see here a high level detail of exactly what happened in the report. I can see a status timeline, and there's an internal audit log of any actions that take place. I'll showcase that you have the ability to edit the safety event. So if there are any details as the admin that you want to change, maybe you do want to change that priority to high, you want to say that this is currently in review, you can edit any of those details, including adding any team members that might want to be notified about this event and be notified of any changes that happen. So I can go ahead and save my changes. And I can also comment on the report. So I can use the @ symbol and I can actually tag a teammate and I can say, please review after CAPA is submitted. Right? So you have the ability to actually tag your teammates. They'll be notified and we can see an internal audit trail, all the actions that have taken place since we have started making some changes. So if I want to go ahead and take action, we can see that I can create a CAPA directly here, or I can say take action and see what I can do. So let's go ahead and create our CAPA. So what we can do here is submit our CAPA, which again is a corrective and preventative action. So we'll see that by linking it directly to the safety event, it's going to pull in some of those details as well, such as the specific location that was assigned. It's categorizing it on our behalf. And I could also make some edits, such as assigning that asset if necessary. But I can also use our voice recording functionality as well to have AI assist. So I'll go ahead and select our microphone icon here. The employee was taken to an urgent care facility where they received stitches and were prescribed pain medication. The injury required medical treatment beyond first aid, and the employee was placed on restricted duty for 3 days. We investigated the slip incident near the loading dock, and we found that a pipe leak was causing a water to pool on the floor. The area had no wet floor signage, which increased the risk. So we can see it's going to transcribe my audio, and we can see in real time that it's going to fill out this report on my behalf. So you'll see here that you can have your RCA method. We use the 5 whys. You can select your specific method that you've used. You can categorize the root cause. So you can have multiple categories. You can always select other to add your custom categories. And these are also going to be the proposed actions. So we're going to put together our proposal, the action plan to take to make sure that this doesn't happen again. You can assign a specific user to make sure that they are the owner. They're going to be responsible for putting this CAPA into practice. You can set a due date and a priority, and you can also tag it as needed. And once again, you can always add teammates that you want to receive notifications on this CAPA or any action taking place. So I'm going to go ahead and select Create CAPA. We could see our CAPA has been created. When we view the details of our CAPA, a few things that I want to note is that we can see the details, who's our owner, which location, we can mark it as in review, we can update the status, and then also showing here, if you edit the CAPA, you'll see that you have the ability to include the actual actions that were taken place, and you can include the verification of effectiveness. So of course, you can include the actions that took place, who it was implemented by, the date that it was implemented, the verification of effectiveness due date, who performed this verification, the date, and any findings, including its effective status. So you have that ability once the CAPA has been created as well, and we can see all of the safety event of where the additional details, original details came place. So we'll go ahead and save our changes here. We can see that audit trail as well for our CAPA. So all of the changes or any changes that have been made. You also have the ability to tag or comment your teammates as well. So you'll see on the CAPA, it does link directly to the safety event. And the big thing here to help bridge that gap between your safety team and your maintenance team is you can create a work order directly into your UpKeep CMMS. So it will pull the details from the description of exactly what that action plan is. So you have the ability to create your work order. And you'll see here that it's going to link directly to that UpKeep work order. You have the ability to see the high level details, the status, and you can actually click directly into your UpKeep CMMS to see that work order and see what action has taken place. You can easily toggle back to your EHS dashboard at any time by selecting EHS in the bottom left corner. The last thing I'll showcase here is that you'll notice for your safety events as well as your CAPAs, you do have your filters. So you can really filter your information in the way that's going to work best for you. So let's just say you just want to focus on your low priority CAPAs. You want to take a look at those of who owns it, right? Of course, if you have more in your system, there's going to be more to filter through, but it will allow you to filter in the way that works best for you. You can also search your CAPAs, so maybe you know your CAPA number, right? There's only one example here, but it's just to showcase the different type of sorting and filtering that you can do to prioritize the list in the way that's going to work best for you. So lastly, I want to wrap up with your UpKeep resources. So moving forward, our technical support team is going to be your main resource. They're available by live chat, email, phone support, and even text messaging. You also have access to the UpKeep Help Center, as well as the on-demand training video for the EHS platform. Happy upkeeping!